It's the diagnosis no one wants to hear: cancer. According to the National Cancer Institute, about 1.5 million new cases of cancer were diagnosed in the U.S. last year alone. Cancer is the second most common cause of death for Americans, exceeded only by heart disease.
100 years ago, 1 out of 200 people would get cancer in the United States. Today, 1 out of 2 men and 1 out of 3 women will get cancer during their lifetime. This is an epidemic, and cancer, just like health, is not something you catch. It's something that you earn by the way you live your life. Unfortunately, today, the world is so toxic we're often unaware of what is affecting our health.
According to Dr. Thomas Lodi, cancer is not the enemy, but it is the body's attempt to protect itself.
The fundamental way that we heal is through a process known as inflammation. Acute inflammation, we bang our finger, we heal it. Okay. Chronic inflammation is when the process is extended for a long period of time and things can go awry. And that's what cancer ultimately is. In fact, if you take a sample of the chemicals being produced in a tumor and the chemicals being produced in a healing wound, you'll find that they're pretty much the same. They stimulate angiogenesis, which is new blood vessel growth, and they stimulate tissue proliferation. That's really nice in a healing wound, but it's not so nice in a tumor.
There are many different theories about cancer and how it develops in the body. Dr. Lodi has found that it is ultimately due to an overwhelmed immune system.
Now, the immune system can be thought of as having 2 broad functions: the Department of Defense and the Department of Maintenance. When maintenance requirements are overwhelming, there is very little resources left over for defense, and that's ultimately what happens to all of us. The same goes with cancer. Cancer is one of the end results of chronic inflammation. The immune system will protect us from that. Now, everybody makes cancer. We're all walking around with cancer cells. Whether or not we develop a tumor depends on the function of our immune system.
Our healthcare system defines health as the absence of disease. Dr. Lodi believes health is our birthright.
Well, health is not the absence of anything. It's the presence of something. It's the presence of the ability to regenerate, rejuvenate, and procreate. To say that health is the absence of disease is like saying that light is the absence of darkness. How much darkness would one take out of the room before they would find the light? It's an absurd thought. The opposite is the truth. Disease is the absence of health. Darkness is the absence of light.